name is Eric Shelton. The date is November 8th, and I'm about to do my persuasive speech. Sitting in the stands during an intense sports game is an experience like no other. Whether it's a favorite college, professional, or even the local high school team, it doesn't matter. Sports have been prevalent for the past century, but they are more than just a fun activity to do with friends. While sports are very fun to participate in, they can lead to the growth of many positive traits for youth that will benefit them throughout their lives. Some of these are health benefits, teamwork, and leadership. First, sports are a great way of promoting good health. Although an obvious statement, the health benefits of sports are actually more than the regular person may think. One way that sports benefit health is through maintaining heart health. The heart is a muscle, and it must be worked out. With a healthy heart, risk of catastrophic damage is reduced by a good amount. It also reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease, stroke, and diabetes. Another way that sports help with heart health is by reducing blood pressure. A healthy heart is directly related to a healthy cardiovascular system as a whole. The most obvious way that sports promotes good health is through maintaining weight and helping to stay in shape. Not only will sports do the obvious of burning calories, but they will actually help with building metabolism in the long run. Although sports by themselves are not a great way to burn a lot of calories, they are a great way of maintaining a healthy weight. A third way that sports and exercise promotes good health is by improving sleep habits. One of the ways that sleep habits will improve is through the quality of sleep. An obvious way that sleep habits will improve is through the amount of sleep you get. Sports requires expending energy and helps you feel more tired and ready to rest at the end of the day. According to Dr. Michael Broyce in his article, The Benefits of Exercise for Sleep, exercise has been proven as an effective natural therapy for insomnia and for other sleep disorders. Next, sports are a huge contributor in building teamwork. One way that teamwork is built in sports is through the delegation of tasks, which is crucial to adult life. A perfect example of this is when players must play defense against an opponent and the matchups are delegated from the coach throughout the team. With everyone having their own individual matchup, there's a greater sense of dependency on each player because of the one-on-one nature of the matchup. When the matchups are one-on-one, every player understands that they must play solid defense to carry their weight for the team. Without all players willing to play defense, the team will inevitably give up points and could cause problems for the team. This is directly correlated to a boss delegating tasks in a job. An obvious way that teamwork is built through sports is through communication skills. These are often strengthened or sometimes even built in sports through the teamwork that is shared. Sports requires communication, as does adult life in general. Sports brings forth an early introduction to building communication skills throughout the team that will benefit the young athletes for the years to come. One of the most important ways that teamwork impacts future life is by teaching the always important lesson of putting aside personal differences. In Wade Harrell's article, The Benefit of Teamwork in Sports, he mentions that many coaches like to say that no name on the back of a jersey is more important than the name on the front. This insinuates that no player is ever greater than the team, a lesson that many players will remember forever. Lastly, sports can help build an extremely important quality, leadership. One of the ways that leadership is built is through decisiveness that is shown throughout the course of the game. In Tara Duggan's article, Do Sports Help Improve Leadership Skills?, she illustrates this perfectly with the example of a football quarterback. She uses the example of the quarterback having to make split-second decisive decisions and compares it to the leadership that quarterbacks are known to have on the team. Another way that leadership is built through sports is within the strategical prowess that is shown within the game. In the article, How Sports Can Teach Workplace Leadership Skills, it mentions the importance of leaders getting rid of pointless meetings in favor of developing strategies for the team. Many leaders on teams that do this will allow this same mindset to carry over into their future jobs, and it will make their work environment much better and more efficient. A third way that leadership is built within sports is through the encouragement of team participation. This is illustrated perfectly by Jordan Spindler in the article, Why Sports Builds Leadership. When he says that team participation is often more important than the physical components of sports. He uses the example of not every player being a quarterback, but all of those players still being on the same team. Encouraging team participation is often shown through the leader, who is often the best on the team, giving up an opportunity for themselves to a teammate. An example of this was in the 1997 NBA Finals. In Game 6 of the Finals, the Chicago Bulls held a 3-2 game lead, and if they won Game 6 of the Finals, they became the world champions. With less than 30 seconds on the clock, the Bulls and the Jazz were tied, and the Bulls had the ball, with a chance to win the game. Everyone in the arena, especially the Jazz, expected Michael Jordan to take the game-winning shot. Although Jordan was far and away the best player on the court, he also realized that the Jazz would focus on him. He made the decision to give the lesser-known Steve Kerr the opportunity to win the game and subsequently the championship. The ball was passed in to Jordan, and the Jazz double-teamed him. He then made the pass to Kerr, who hit the game-winning shot and securing the championship victory. This perfectly illustrates the leadership that Jordan had and is a perfect representation of him encouraging team participation. In conclusion, sports are not only a way to build friendships, but they also help to build very good habits. These include, but are not limited to, building healthy habits, teamwork, and building leadership skills. If you are planning on having kids or already have kids, sports are one of the best things you can encourage them to get involved in. Sports will teach them great habits along with potentially building friendships that can last an entire lifetime. Thank you.